Right, good morning everybody, that runner Matt here, and the leaves are falling, the temperature is dropping, which can only mean one thing: cross-country season has begun. We are at the lovely Cornbury Park in sort of Finstock, Charlbury area. Whitney managed to grab the venue, and I think we're sort of joint hosting it with Bicester. We've got a few marshals out, so yeah, just going to have a look around the course. As I said, temperature's dropping, but it's not too bad. I think it's about 8-9 degrees at the moment. Might even get to 10 or 11 as well. Pete the new sunglasses. Don't actually know where I put the ones that I wore at Abingdon. They ended up falling apart anyway, so I decided against it. So yeah, might see me on the right. So I think the under wheel nearly fell over. The under 9s or under 11s have just started. I'm not quite sure if they're coming this way. Obviously I'll have to get out of the way if they do. But yeah, it's kind of a strange one considering Cornbury Park is near enough literally on the doorstep. You know, it's like a 15-minute drive. I've never actually run here. They've had a few races on. They've got, I want to say there's been a Maverick race here. Maybe not. But yeah, it's just one of those ones. It's just it's a bit more sort of exclusively sort of feel than like Blenheim Palace, where you can just sort of show up and run through it. I think it's like sort of, you know, events only sort of place. So what is the plan for today? Well, essentially I'm going to try and enjoy it as much as you can enjoy cross country, and try not to get injured. Hamstring is, you know, it's pretty much there. It was quite a slippy Whitney Park one yesterday, so it might, you know, hamstring's sort of like not hurting, but they sort of like, you know, a couple of slippy bits, and it's like, oh hello. It might be problematic for today, but I'll have the spikes on, so that should keep me grounded. So, you know, start a little bit further back than normal, and then sort of, yeah, just go from there. And if I feel good on like the second big lap, I'll crack on. One thing I do know about Cornbury is that there is actually quite a lot of hilly bits. Yeah, it's quite undulating. Normally the first cross country of the season is either at Bicester, like it's at the Bicester Airfield, or it's at Newbury Showground, and those two are notoriously flat. You know, it's a nice sort of introduction into the cross country season before it gets silly. Yeah, so it's going to be a bit of a bonk on the head really, considering I've done next to no sort of hill work. Obviously I wouldn't be planning on doing hill work in the lead up to Abingdon. You know, obviously it can help, but it's not like I'm training for Snowdon or anything. I'd say the only other annoying thing about it being on an estate is that there is livestock droppings pretty much everywhere. I mean, I've already put my glove in one, setting up the tent, and I've just slipped in one between shots. So that's something else to look out for as well. Another cog in the machine of cross country. Oh, what a lovely view from the highest point. Well, I hope it's the highest point. I really can't be asked to climb any higher than this. So they've just delayed the start of the men's race, and I assume that means they're delaying the start of the women's race as well. Not sure how much by, because basically it's a one way in, one way out. Well, not the same way in, but like there's definitely a crossover between the way in and the way out. So probably going to be at least 10 minutes, if not more. Not quite sure what to do with the warm-up now. Obviously I've already warmed up, I've done strides and all that. Don't really want to go too far. Breakfast early as well, because I got here nice and early. But I mean, one of the clubs have only just started setting their tent up, so you know, we're meant to, it's hang on, 1:15 now, so they should be like, normally we'd start in about 5 minutes, but that's just not happening. from the noise. Yeah, women's just about to finish. Right, yes, very happy with that. Yeah, can't say much more. I've started relatively conservatively and then just sort of pick people off as and when on the climbs, on the drops, and yeah, I think I might have just about made it into top 10, so yeah, very happy. And of course, we start an hour late, and now it's going to start raining really, really badly, so might get some more thoughts after the rain finishes and get back in the car and get dry. So, finally made it back to the homestead, showered and dried, had a lovely athlete's lunch of pasta rings and a bagel. And yeah, any other thoughts? Not really. I've perfectly described it there. Yeah, pushed on when I felt like it, and it worked out quite well. And I guess the only other thing to say is to thank, as many people already have, and I'm sure people will still do, is to thank the organisers and especially the car park marshals. You know, they had a very challenging few hours of logistics and just general madness. You know, we'll get the venue next year and it'll be a whole different story. It will run absolutely seamlessly, I'm sure of it. One more thing I want to quickly mention before we wrap up. I had some flyers for the old website on some up for snacks and such. Bista already covered it for the first venue, and obviously there's hot food, but obviously mine is all pre-prepared bars and stuff. Not sure how that's going to be sorted for the rest of the venues. So I think I got flyers to most clubs. Might have missed one or two. Obviously I did them quite late in the day. Some people had already packed up and left. So if you have got this far, I will be at all of the cross-country events. Obviously the email is on the flyer, so if you have any questions, we can just get it all sorted, and hopefully I will see lots of orders for the next round of the cross-country at Cirencester. So that will just about do it for the first cross-country league race vlog of the 2023-24 season. Please like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff, and until the next one, trust the process. Bye.